Hi, my friends. Welcome back to another episode. I cleaned up the dial uh, and the entire vision of the radio. Um, so it's yeah. There might have been a couple of little tiny scratches. Some of that I cleaned up using a water and ammonia solution with about 1%, well, 3% ammonia. Actually, it's been sitting a while. Well, that one was transported, so, but it worked. Yeah, we did a real good job of it. And the other area, I'll show you, watch. Go over here, uh, the volume, where you turn it on, you switch it upwards, and to get the volume level right, and that got thoroughly cleaned up. So what we call this now is a cleaned up show, and it's going to be a real good one because we starting to. There's still a few stories from the '60s of Anytown, USA, but there's now going to be more and more early '70s kind of stuff. And this one is about my illiterate friends. Yeah, no, I think it will be, it'll be the beginning of several series of episodes of where it's a bittersweet story of how the somebody somewhere decided, well, we're just going to dam up the river. Yeah, well, there's pros and cons with that. Now I'm going to tell you about the pros and cons of damming up rivers and the silver linings and not so silvery linings of all about that. Now, this took place back in the early 70s. I would say I was about 13 years old. My little brother and another boy. Uh, this is what happened. My father uh, picked us up after school, so it would have been about, when did school get out? 3 p.m., 2:30, I don't know. It was first year in junior high school, and it was just a hellish school. Uh, but we got it, and then I said, well, what we did was we went out to this place in the country. We went from the city to the country, and Pop dropped us off into this jungle of just entanglement of stickers and weeds and trees and vines and a maze of just a very strange place because when they dammed up the river, they dammed up a bunch of creeks and totally transformed the environment as if a bunch of beavers had just made a network of dams and told us to go check it out. He dropped us off. We started in the city and we went about 20 miles. We crossed over the river and then we went to this place that was a total nothing but just wild jungles of stuff and trees and all that. And then so he said, I'll meet you back here at such and such, 5 o'clock or whatever. And so we were all excited, and we went to check it out. We got lost. Um, So we did agree that it was a very strange place, but we got lost and had to find our way out. And we had maybe we had remembered that it was some fields where you could see where some place to go to get help was above us, and the swamp and the BS that I actually kind of disagree with making a bunch of dams. But with the swamps they created, I kind of disagree with. But it was amusing. But we sort of panicked. But we were about 13 years old, all of us, and then we we made our way. We decided we get out of it. If we struggle through the vines and the stickers and all that, we could make our way up and hopefully break out into daylight into the fields, which, well, they. I can get into that kind of stuff later about what became of the fields. We found a dirt road. We finally got out of there after struggling and arguing about how to do it. And then we're just little boys, still little teenagers, and we made our way to this little store and asked the lady, we're trying to find our papa who take us back home. Do you know anything about him? Is he going to be able to get us back? We hated our schools. The lady said, I don't think I know that man, but I think that might be that man that comes in here and he buys a 6-pack of beer. But anyway, we just were talking to her, and he drove up into the gravel parking lot, and yes, we were finally rescued. So that was my first endeavor with the country place. So yeah, I gotta cut it short because it started taking too long to upload. Bye.